Hello, it's John Heaton, and I'm going to continue my Beatles B-side discussions with my number 11 choice out of 12, the B-side From Me to You, Thank You Girl. This is the 1976 reissue with the green cover, and the early singles were represented by this early shot, and then the mid-singles by the kind of Paperback Writer Rain promo video period shot, and then a couple of them were Sgt. Pepper era, and then the later one was 69. So very good series, that 76 re-releases. They all charted, which is quite amazing considering they'd split up 6 years previously. This originally got to number 1, of course, From Me to You, with this as the B-side. Interestingly, or rather annoyingly, one of the reviews at the time described From Me to You as subpar Beatles, and John Lennon was quite exasperated by that comment because he said, what do you mean subpar Beatles? It was only our third single. And a couple of people like Carr and Tyler have said From Me to You was a little bit playing safe after Please Please Me, but I don't agree. I think From Me to You is a very catchy commercial number, and I think Thank You Girl is the same. And it was actually planned to be the new single, the follow-up to Please Please Me, and then they wrote From Me to You, and that that took precedent because it's a better song. But for a while, Thank You Girl was going to be the single. And in this book, the Playboy interviews, John Lennon's asked about Thank You Girl. Thank You Girl was one of our efforts at writing a single that didn't work, so it became a B-side or an album track. Well, typical John, he's not very complimentary about a lot of his compositions, but it's a decent effort. I mean, it's not top drawer single material, but it's catchy. It appeared on this US album, which also picked up Long Tall Sally, I Call Your Name, and I'll Get You, which were not on the UK albums at the time. The UK, this song, Thank You Girl, eventually appeared on an album on the Beatles Rarities, 1979. Nowadays, of course, it's housed nicely in the Past Masters. I'm going to put it number 11 on my list. It's decent. None of these 12 B-sides are weak. They're all good songs. It's just I have a personal preference, so this had to go near the bottom somewhere. Ian MacDonald is quite complimentary about it, saying it's an engaging rocker. But the track lacks a life of its own, sounding like a stepping stone to the style achieved in the later song, meaning From Me to You. Recorded quite early, March 63, so just a few weeks after the Please Please Me album was recorded. I think Paul McCartney remembers it as a bit of a hack job, but all good practice. He's rather more fond of the following B-side, I'll Get You. Released 11th April 63 as a single in the UK, and not released in the US until 27th, I'm not sure of my handwriting there, May I think 63. So yeah, From Me to Thank You Girl, it's interestingly, I think it was the last song to be credited to McCartney Lennon. Let me just check the 76. Yeah, it's still crediting both sides of this single as McCartney Lennon, although they resorted to Lennon McCartney for She Loves You and onwards up until they broke up. So yeah, Thank You Girl is I think Ian MacDonald says that it sounds like John wrote the verse and Paul wrote the chorus in the middle eight. I'm not sure how he deduced that, but I guess he could be right thinking about it. But I think in all respects, it was pretty much a joint composition, one of those songs written eyeball to eyeball, as they say. And yeah, not bad at all. Thank you for watching. See you next time.